Good morning and welcome to the Tonya Esquibel Real Estate Show. I'm Tonya Esquibel with SWBC Mortgage. What a rainy Saturday here in Middle Tennessee. But don't let that deter you from looking for some homes. Sometimes that's the best time to actually go out there and look at homes and negotiate those contracts. I am so happy today to be here and help educate you on your real estate needs. The Tonya Esquibel Real Estate Show is all about providing education when it comes to selling a home. Maybe you want to learn about some short sales. Take some advantages of some foreclosures. The hottest topic that continues to drive our economy, as I state over and over again, is real estate. And so we want to provide educational value to you when it comes to real estate and your real estate investment. One of the things that, just to share with everyone, I am a licensed mortgage loan officer and financing and mortgages for over 17 years now to help make sure that you get the best financing plan for you. My team of experts stand by every Saturday from 11 to 1 during the show to help answer your questions in case you don't want to call in live, or if you want to go ahead and set up your free credit consultation, we'll be happy to get that going for you as well. So the team of experts, 615-300-0794, 615-300-0794, standing by to help answer your questions. But today we're actually going to kick off the show, the first hour here with the Real Estate University with Miss Carrie Zier, the new owner of RE/MAX Elite. Welcome back to the show, Carrie.
Thank you, Tonya. It's great to be here.
All right, we have been having so much fun in January helping people get their homes sold in 90 days or less, and also providing some educational information when it comes to how to get your home ready and what are the main things, the 5 main things that boost home values. And just to recap some of our listeners, let's run through those 5 things real quick.
Yes, we've been going through how to remodel and get the best value from your kitchens to bathrooms, curb appeal, master bedrooms, and flooring. But today I really want to focus in on curb appeal.
And Carrie, when we talk about curb appeal, you know, a lot of times people think, oh, I just want to focus on the inside of my home. But that is their first impression. And first impression in this market, when you have so much inventory and so much real estate out there, you've got to have that wow factor with curb appeal.
Absolutely. With driving around buyers, when they pull up to a home, right then they have their first impression. They have an opinion right then if they think they're going to like the home. If they're not, what the style is. Is it clean? Is it, does it have a good, is the landscaping, how's the door, how's the plants? And so those things are noticed immediately from the buyer.
And one of the things that a lot of sellers, and the reason we've provided some of this home value information, and as we focus in on each one of these values, we also want to talk about cost versus value, because we know a lot of sellers don't have a lot of money in this market when it comes to getting their home sold, and we don't want you to spend your money in the wrong places in the wrong area. And so we also are going to add some cost versus value when it comes to curb appeal. It doesn't have to cost as much as you think it does. It doesn't have to be the elaborate landscaping. A lot of it just has to be neat and clean. So let's focus in. I know there's 3 main things from a cost versus value when you're remodeling and trying to get that curb appeal. And let's share with the listeners the main 3 things and then kind of talk about the cost and the value of what they're going to get for it.
Absolutely. Well, in the last 2 weeks when we talked about kitchens and bathrooms, we really focused in that some of those that when we did not do additions, we just remodeled and did some quick fixes, that the return was so much better. And really what we're going to find with curb appeal is it's up there in the 70% range as the kitchen touch-ups and remodels are well. So let's say you're replacing your door, the front door. How important is that? That is the first thing they see. So if you were replacing a door at an estimated cost, say a steel door of around $1,200, the cost recoup at resale on the average in our area is 73%. Wow. So you see, that's a great, it's not so costly, but it has a lot of bang for your buck. So the other thing is garage door replacement. I see doors that are peeling or doors that are really, with pets or animals. I mean, they're really, the estimated average garage door replacement is $1,500. The average cost recoup at resale is 71.9%. And lastly, if there is vinyl around your home or siding replacement, this is definitely a remodel that is more expensive than the other two we've discussed, but the estimated cost on that is around $11,000. But the return on the resale value of that is at 69.5%. So these were three really big items that really, I think, and showing with statistics back up, that they do help at resale.
Yeah, so just to recap that, if you're just now tuning in, we're in the Real Estate University today with Carrie Zier, the new owner of RE/MAX Elite, helping you get your home sold 90 days or less and providing some educational information for 5 ways to boost your home values, focusing in on curb appeal and cost versus value. So if you're looking at the outside of your home, you're getting ready to get it on the market, 3 areas that seem to have the best recoupment when it comes to resale is, like she just mentioned, the entry door, the garage door replacement, and also the siding replacement. And if you think about that, you know, you drive through different neighborhoods and sometimes I'll see like this red door and I'm like, where did that come from?
Right.
Or you've got, you know, maybe they've kind of repainted the door, but they didn't change the hardware, which
Right.
the hardware would have cost maybe $150. And
Absolutely.
So
And those what was one of the things I was bringing out today actually, is to replace the hardware. I mean, you know, it is an easy fix, even easier than the 3 that we just named, and it definitely spruces up. Well, you want a fresh, clean look to your home as soon as you pull up. So definitely the hardware is one. You know, even the plants outside the door. How many times have we pulled up and we've got dead plants everywhere? I mean, that is not the impression we want.
right, there's no life in this house or yard. No, you want it nice and fresh, and
Right.
especially with spring coming up, add some color. And again, those are things that are very inexpensive but make a huge difference.
Small investment for a great return. And you know, I think the box flowers are nice to put out, and you know, it just it makes it clean. Like you said, spring's coming, we need to be thinking about that. And there's outdoor lighting. I get asked that a lot about, you know, what to do. By all means, I don't think you need to install, if you're selling your home, outdoor lighting. But if you do have it, to make sure the bulbs are all working, you know, the glass around that is all clean, and it just looks nice.
And I think some of the things too, as we're continuing to talk about different things that you can do to increase your curb appeal, is really your shutters and your accent trim, even changing some of those colors to freshen it up and make it look clean. You know, and look at cobwebs. I mean, clean your outside windows.
Yes.
Have them clean so they're not all dusty and cobwebs and bugs.
And porches really bring that. You know, you do see you have birds nesting and animals through there, and definitely, like you said, to have those cleaned. And another quick fix on the porches are the railing. You know, you do see the chip paint. These are all, we're giving you lots of information. You would be able to look at your home and say, you know, just by painting these railings or just by changing this shutter, it means a world of difference. It's not to do all of these things, but specifically what would make your home have more appeal to a buyer.
And if you do all of those little things, don't forget the mailbox that might be halfway leaning over. I mean, you know.
That is so true. The mailbox is part of your home. It needs to be addressed. Yes.
And a lot of people forget about their mailbox. And so I've just seen a lot of people spend some money on their yards and fix up their door, and then you drive by and you still got the cheap mailbox. It just takes away from everything you just did from the home.
Well, actually, I went to a home, it was about a month ago, and I pulled up, and they had done an incredible job on the landscaping. It was just gorgeous. And I pulled up, I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. But they did not have a walkway to the front door. And you know, and in today's market, the buyers are looking for a lot of things. If they can pick apart something, they think that will drive down value. So they came back and they just made a walkway to the front door so that we wouldn't have to address that. You know, people, how would we get to the front door? But other than that, the landscaping was beautiful. And landscaping does help. It does get expensive, but it's not just to do a lot of different beds, but the beds that you have down, make sure they're cleaned out. You know, make sure there's the weeds are gone, and if you straw or mulch or however you do the beds, just make sure it's very neatly done. And I think
freshened
that's
up,
yes,
not
that
mulch
goes
from
a
year
long
ago.
way.
Yeah. I agree with you. And I know one of the things that we talk about with our program, there's two programs that we talk about during the Real Estate University with Carrie that she offers is sold 90 days or less. So if you've had trouble getting your home sold and it's been sitting on the market, or maybe you're thinking, I'd like to get my home on the market, I just don't know if I'm confident enough, you know, in this real estate environment if the homes are going to sell. We continue to talk about how Middle Tennessee, Nashville is a great place for real estate. It has not been hit like some of the other areas. And keep in mind, waiting until the spring is actually taking more time to get your home sold. And Forbes ranks Nashville number 3 city of the future. That came out in December of 2011. Move.com, like I've mentioned before, continues to name us Nashville number 2 in the nation for best college town for real estate investors. So we continue to hear positive things about the real estate market here in Nashville. So if you're out there and you've been frustrated maybe, or your home's been sitting on the market, you've decided to take it off the market, or you're just like, I think I'm ready to get that consultation. I'd really like to see what it's like to get my home sold, and the possibility of getting sold 90 days or less. We have a great property evaluation report that the president of Trust and Title, Chris Corvo, provides to our listeners. And then it is a pretty extensive report, very detailed. It is a costly report, but Carrie and Chris have been gracious enough during the Real Estate University to offer that to the first 5 callers, just to help you see what is going on in your neighborhood. How can we help get your home sold in 90 days or less? It tells us so much about what buyers would be attracted to your home. So if you're listening for the first time and you would like to get a home evaluation property report, it's about a 50 or 60 page report. It's not, there's no other license in the state of Tennessee that can provide this much informative information. So it's not just a comparative analysis that's pulled on RealTracs or the MLS. It is an extensive report on your home. The next 5 callers can receive this for free. The next 5 callers, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So give us a call here into the station at 737-9986, 737-9986, or 737-WWTN for your home evaluation property report, and that will be free for the next 5 callers. 737-9986, 737-WWTN. And we come back, we really want to talk a little bit about short sales and really helping sellers in this distressed market. And then also we've got a special surprise for you today. One of my favorite ladies, Miss JJ Love, is going to be joining us as well during this hour and teaching us how to buy a short sale. So don't go away. You're listening to the Real Estate University of the Tonya Esquibel Real Estate Show right here on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.